let's review the SHF Arts Spider-Man Noir. Hello everybody, it is Beyond Infinity here, or TASM Studios. I'm making this video, one, because I've had this figure since Christmas of 2025, and I have not reviewed it because I barely got it back. It was at Anthony the Figure Guy's house. So if you don't know him, if you're watching this on my Beyond Infinity account, Anthony the Figure Guy is one of my closest friends, one of my bestest friends ever. He is also actually another action figure collector, not Toy Story collector, but he's an action figure collector. If you haven't, please, I encourage you to go check him out. He does really good reviews. Hasn't posted in a while, but I digress. But if you're watching this on TASM Studios, this might be one of my last videos I do on this account for TASM Studios. Just considering the fact I have started a new account that I really don't talk about. It is Beyond Infinity. I get on Beyond Infinity. I have been doing better than I ever have been on the TASM Studios account. TASM Studios account I've had for years. I believe 6 years now. Yeah, 6 years I've had that account. I posted a lot. I did a lot. I really did try in that account, but it wasn't working. But I made this new account, TASM Studios, and Beyond Infinity, and it's just popped off. I mainly post my Toy Story stuff on there, but I have been posting action figure stuff a little bit here and there, and the views, the likes, everything, it gets way better activity than I do on my TASM Studios account. I'm not where I want to be on my TASM Studios account, and I fear I never will be. So if this video does well on Beyond Infinity and doesn't do well on TASM Studios, I will be discontinuing the TASM Studios account and will be moving to my Beyond Infinity account permanently as my only account. And that's pretty much it. That's the end of that. Anyway, if you have more questions about that, please comment down below. Let me know. Let's get back to the review, shall we? Looking at the SHF Spider Noir. I hope you guys like that intro too. I got a little creative with that one. I love Spider-Man Noir. He's one of my favorite Spider-Man variants, especially in the Spider-Verse movies. I love doing Spider-Verse movies. The box, it's really clean with that photo of Noir and Spider-Ham. Love that. The Bandai and Tamashii Nation, Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse. A lot of the areas you have a little gloss, like there's a little gloss finish right there. The official stamp. On the side, it says Spider Noir and Spider-Ham. Poses photo of the figures, and on the back, you get all their accessories, the figures themselves, Spider-Ham, Noir, a bunch of legalese. The bottom, if you took off the sticker, it would be like just another photo of those two. Going to this side, another photo, just the heads, Spider-Ham and Noir. And then same things, SHF Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Ham. And on the top, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. They weren't even in the fucking movie. Excuse my language, but they weren't even in the... Now that I'm thinking about this, so why can't this just be labeled Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? They were in that movie. They're in this movie for a good 20 seconds. I don't know why this is labeled for that movie. Anyway, that's the box, and now let's take out the figures and get a closer look at them. Okay, first thing first, getting a close look at Spider-Man Noir. You can tell this is a really tall figure. I mean, I believe he is going into the 8 inch mark. He does have soft goods, which I am so thankful for. His fedora does come off. Articulation and detail, everything, it's really good. You can take the coat off. Actually, it comes off when it gets off in the box. So yeah, overall, great articulation, great sculpt. I do love they captured him perfectly. Get the head sculpt for a sec. I really feel like they did get Noir's likeness and everything really, really well. Yeah, I mean, nothing really much to say about him. He's really posable. I've barely like gotten to pose him and stuff like that, because like I said, I did accidentally leave him at Anthony the Figure Guy's house, so I really didn't get a chance to do anything with him. But let's take a look at everything he comes with, and then we'll get into the articulation. Okay, take a look at accessories. He doesn't come with a whole lot, but he comes with what you need. I do like how he came with this little tray separately for all the accessories. I do enjoy that very much. So I don't have to take all of them out and stuff like that. But look at the accessories. First, he comes with a holster for his gun. His unimaginary gun he does not come with. I don't get why companies do that. They give a figure a holster for their gun, or they give them a molded-in gun, but you can't, and they give them trigger hands, but you can't take the gun out of the holster. I don't get why companies do that. It's stupid. Hasbro, it's retarded, and I just wish they stopped doing that. Holster comes with 3 different web pieces. He comes with a shorter web piece, comes with a long web piece, like a swinging one. Then comes with another, like a medium-ish size one, that also goes on his wrist. Then for hands, he comes with the web gripping hands. Comes with hands to tip his fedora, hands to tip his fedora, or a match hand, I guess, if you had like a little match accessory, or if you made one. And then flippers, and then like open-ish, not really wall crawling, but just more open. And as for bigger accessories, he comes with his fedora, very nicely detailed fedora. If I had to mention it, it is a very, very nice fedora. Yeah, it's a nice fedora. Not a whole lot of detail on it. Then comes with the coat. The coat's a very nice, it's stretchy material, so it won't get rave articulation. It's very thin as well. They didn't really skip out on details. You can tell he's a little button right there too. He has buttons all on the side of this right here. Even a sewn in pocket. Oh wow. Yeah, this is like a really, the coat is annoying. Specifically this part, it's just annoying and doesn't look right. I wish they did that a little differently, but it's not really bad. And these are so annoying too. I don't know what those are for. I think they're supposed to just go on right there, I think. I really don't know, but it is wired too, so if you wanted like flowing in the wind, you could do that. Like I said, it is stretchy, so it won't render articulation or anything like that. But yeah, that is the accessories. Again, didn't come with a whole lot, just came with the bare necessities, nothing too crazy. But now let's take a look at the figure itself with articulation. Okay, now going into articulation, looking up, he can look up that high. He can look down that much. He can look to the side. Decent range at the side. Either the ball joint at the neck, ball joint at the head. He can, he can lift up his arms, he can lift up his arms that high, which is really good. Bicep swivel, double understood elbows, and then standard wrist articulation, same articulation on the other arm. Then for crunch, without the hip and ball joint, just the cut, it can go that far, but then with the hip joint, not really big difference, but it gets the job done. I'm going to side that much, nothing, right? For kicking up, he can kick up not really high, just more like in the middle. No drop down. He can kick himself in the back extremely well. Regular thigh swivel, double knee joint, then towards center articulation, and I'm sorry if you hear my dogs and my little brother, ankle pivot. Yeah. Also the kind of just like the shoe, like the foot swivel, not really boot. But yeah, overall this figure has some, oh wait, butterfly joints. Yeah, I'm sorry. Forgot figures have that. It's been a while since I've done like an actual review. Butterfly joints are not bad. I'm actually really impressed with how well they are. Actually really good. But yeah, there is his articulation without the coat. Again, like I said, the coat really doesn't render anything at all, since considering how thin it is, and two, overall just how thin it is and how stretchy it is too. having it on the figure, it won't really render any articulation, like I said. For detail, this figure has some really nice detail. You can see all the detail on his like body, the wrinkles, the buttons, even where the buttons go in too. That is cool. There's a white paint right there. I don't know where that's from. Looking at his eyes and everything. No real messy paint on the area where there is paint. The back, nothing really going on with the back. Look how I do love how the wrinkles go all the way through. Even right here at the boots. Even the shoes have wrinkles. That's really cool. And the little insignificant details on the glove, you can't really. There you go. Yeah, really good articulation, good sculpt, and everything on this figure. Now we are gonna get into Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham, again, doesn't come with a whole lot, but his accessories are so much more interesting than Noir's. He has another head sculpt, more confused look. He goes with a mallet that doesn't come with the peg like out of the hands. You have to, and you do notice he has arms, not hands, because with the figure you have to pop off the arms since he's so small they couldn't do articulation, so I'm guessing. Then he has a stand right there, 2 different types of stand, one for his mallet and the one for himself. He goes with a different pair of legs as well, like more spread out, so like he's doing a pose. You do have to switch out the tails from each set of legs. I do not like that. I think they could just give him another tail. That would have been way easier. He's going to flipping hands with webs sticking out of them, and then like open hands, like that little cartoony open hands, you know. Yeah, not really a whole lot, but it is cool to see how they do engineer him and stuff like that. We're gonna skip articulation, just go straight into detail, because articulation, this is like, if you want to see articulation, that's pretty much it. That's all you're getting. Also with the feet too, and the tail has a little movement. But looking at the figure itself, web lines are not painted or anything, but they are all sculpted. His eyes are nice. His spider emblem is also good. Going to the back, same thing with the other spider logo. Yeah, it's a tiny figure. Yeah, that's if you have the Ruffle type Buzz Lightyear, it's smaller than his wings. It's smaller than his wings. This is how big he is compared to a quarter, so more of an accurate demonstration. His face is even as big as the quarter. Yeah, he is tiny, but he is cool. He is fun to mess around with and just like, you know, just to have around, you know. He is a really cool figure. Nothing's loose on him or on Noir, because I really haven't posed them yet, so he has little floppy little ears. Yeah, he's just a little fun little accessory. Alright guys, it is for today's video. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment down below, and also, like I did mention in the beginning,